Hello, welcome. In this workshop, we're going to explore Blueprint Mode in WinSPC. Blueprint Mode is one of the optional layouts on the shop floor view, our data collection screen. The Blueprint Mode here shows an image of a bottle on the left with standard live data entry on 2 wall thickness variables. On the right-hand side of the screen is the standard chart layout with real-time updates, charts, and alarms. In this case, an X bar and R. So Blueprint could be a graphical image, it could be a digital picture you take, or even a print of your part. It's just a nice visual to help guide the user through their inspection procedure. So next we're going to walk through the setup for Blueprint Mode, and we'll recreate the same type of layout you just saw on screen. I've returned to the main administrator screen in WinSPC, and let's add another bottle, and we'll build this from scratch. We'll have the same type of variables, a wall thickness. And we can accept the basic setup options here, maybe use a subgroup of 1. We'll enter an upper spec and lower spec. And to save time, we'll just copy that and reuse it. I'll rename this to wall thickness too. So I've got 2 variables ready to go. Let's add a blueprint. So this is the main setup screen, the first step of adding an image. Click the Browse button to go out and grab an image. In fact, you can choose from many different image formats such as bitmaps, JPEGs, PNG files, and others. In this case, a bitmap. And now it shows you a preview of that image on screen. One of the features here is also the option of adding a zoom box to zoom in on a specific area within the image itself, or to adjust the size or maybe crop out parts of the image that you don't need. One other thing to point out here, in WinSPC you have the option of either embedding the image, where it will save a copy of this image in the database, the WinSPC database, or it'll link to this image. So it'll just go out to wherever this is stored on your network or the local drive in order to access the image file. That's it for the first step. Let's move on to the second step, where we can create the layout of how the variables appear on your image. I'll do that within the collection plan. First thing we need to do is grab those variables we built in step 1. So the 2 wall thickness checks. And then change the user interface type to Blueprint Mode. Now, an important thing to keep in mind here is that each variable could have its own image or multiple variables sharing one image. Another iteration of that is you could have multiple zooms of the original image, and each variable has their own instance. Let's do wall thickness 1 first. So from the Blueprint tab, I select the drop-down for which image I'm going to be using for this variable. Click on the zoom box, and then drag and drop the variable in the position where you want it to be shown. You'll notice the red arrow and the pointer can be moved to adjust how the red arrow appears. And we'll do the same thing with the second wall thickness. Drag and drop, and locate the pointer. That's it. Those are the steps to build an image layout. Save it. We'll take a shortcut with a right click on our collection plan. And now you can see the image on the left. Let's resize this panel so we can see the full names of the items. And I'll enter some data points. Another common use case for some of our customers is they'll take a picture of their gauge physically measuring the part. It's a nice way to show the operators how to position the gauge on a part and how the inspection should be performed. Just an extra visual aid to guide them through their checks, maybe if they're using multiple gauges or one gauge at multiple positions on a part. So hopefully that's enough to get you started with Blueprint Mode. Thanks for joining.